Today we're going to carve some dishes out of solid Corian. What's cool about this project is that I did not have to do any 3D modeling. I just drew a bunch of shapes in Illustrator and then exported them as a SVG file. I then opened up that file into Easel, which is a free web-based app from Inventables. I then assigned different depths to each one of the shapes so that my Carvey 3D carving machine knows how deep to cut. Now, I've used a lot of different digital fabrication machines, from 3D printers to CNCs, but this 3D carving machine from Inventables, appropriately named Carvey, is by far my favorite. It comes ready to use right out of the box and has a lot of really cool features that reduce the amount of setup time. For example, the smart clamp automatically homes the machine, so you don't have to go through this homing and tracking process before each project. Now, I know a lot of you don't have access to machines like this, so I'm working with Inventables to create a program where you can actually upload designs and use my machines. So stick around to the end of the video and I'll tell you a little bit more about how this is going to work. Now, I carved these dishes from 1/2-inch thick solid Corian that I also got from Inventables. Corian is a high-performance countertop material that machines really nice and smooth. Once Carvey is done cutting, I just open it up, vacuum out all the dust, unclamp the piece of Corian, and now I have the dishes suspended by just a few little tabs. These tabs are important for holding the workpiece steady so that the blade doesn't hit it in places where you don't want it to. I cut through the tabs with a handsaw and then use some 150 grit sandpaper to sand the edges smooth. Carvey gives the Corian a really nice finish, but I just use a Scotch-Brite pad just to buff them up a little bit to bring out a little bit of shine. I envisioned these dishes for a tapas restaurant, and I like the fact that they could all sort of fit together to save table space. I can keep using the same easel file over and over again, and if I want, I can change the size of the dishes. I also made a set in black Corian, which looks really cool. If you want a smoother honed finish, you can use rubbing compound and a buffing wheel to really smooth out and buff the Corian until it's glass-like. I think this would be a really interesting project for somebody with a graphic design background, because they can take their wealth of experience using 2D graphic softwares, but use a machine like Carvey to make real, durable, physical goods. These dishes got sent off to my friend Cody, who is one of my favorite food bloggers. Be sure to check out her Instagram account. I'll put a link to it below. I'm having a lot of fun with 3D carved Corian projects. My parents have chickens, so I made them this Corian egg tray, which, if I do say so myself, came out pretty cool. I published this project on Easel so that anyone that has an Inventables machine can go on and access the same files that I used to make my egg tray. This whole process was really easy, and I'm already starting to get a pretty nice collection of domestic goods published on the Easel platform. Hi, Ben here. Now, I know a lot of you don't have access to machines like this, but you're in luck. My friends over at Inventables hooked me up with a whole bunch of extra Corian and wood. So if you have an idea for a dish, a cutting board, or any sort of small project that would fit within a Carvey, click on the link in the description box below and check out the free Easel software. It's a web-based app, so you don't have to pay for anything. You just sign up and you can start using it right away. And if you design something and publish it, and then hit me up on social media, it could be Twitter or Instagram, and send me a link to what you designed, I will make it on my machine and mail it to you. Now, I got a lot going on and a bunch of my own projects to work on, so I'm not going to design it for you. But if you do the research, put in the time, and produce a ready-to-carve project, I will take it from there, carve the project, and mail it to you. Now, I have materials and time to do about 10 to 15 of these projects, so get started right away, because I'm pretty sure all the slots will get taken up. So again, click on the link in the description box, sign up for Easel, design something, publish it, send it to me via some sort of social media, you'll figure it out, and let's make something awesome together. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out some of our other CNC projects, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Thanks.